Brooklyn, they've got Lowry. Gordon out there with Durant. And there's Porzingis. And it's Love in at the 2-guard. And for the Magic, you've got Jeremy Lamb. Vucevic is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Porzingis kicks to Love. Westbrook with the block. Porzingis against Lamb. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Vucevic. And it's Love, top of the key, over Lowry. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Utah Jazz. And just about a minute into the first quarter. KD finds Porzingis. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Tipped away and stolen by Love. Porzingis at the elbow. Kicks it out to Love. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Count it, good.
How about the agility, boys? Gordon knifing his way inside, finishes with confidence. That's pretty.
Now here's Lamb. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Ball's knocked loose. Love deciding where to go with it. Here's Porzingis. Tries again. That's tipped. Lamb against Lowry. Lamb passes to Westbrook. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Lob pass to Gordon. Love grabs the board.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here is Lowry. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Out to the right wing. Porzingis inside. Vucevic defending. Here's KD. No good that time. So Orlando will take it the other way. Well, Doris, you knew that his free agency would be one of the biggest stories of the summer. Everyone tried their best to land Kevin Durant.
And even considering the injury, anyone would be willing and able to take Kevin Durant on their roster. Why? Because when he's healthy, you become an immediate contender.
Westbrook against Lowry. Left side, Gordon. Lowry passes to Porzingis. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
And it's Love penetrating. Second chance shot. Here's Vucevic. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Porzingis passes to Love. It's good.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And Doris, given how much of last season he missed and how early he came into the league, Porzingis a lot younger than people think.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. Think about it. He becomes an all-star at the age of 22 and already one of the more recognizable faces in the league. It is truly scary to think that in a few years, KP could be miles better than where he is today.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Turner's checked in for Vucevic. Christian Wood comes in for Kevin Love. Moss, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Jones subbed in for Jeremy Lamb.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Lowry finds Durant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
The Magic again can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Boy, KD gets himself right to the rim. Liftoff is complete.
So here's Westbrook. He's still scoreless so far in this one. KD looking around. Banked in off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Raptors. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Westbrook. And that one goes. First for him tonight, 1 for 8.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. That brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
Pass to LeVert. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Jones with the ball for the Magic. They trail by 11. The pass to Wood. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Outside Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Over Lopez.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Brooklyn making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Porzingis. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Teagan for Kyle Lowry. Here's Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, if he decides to penetrate into the teeth of the defense, you know something exciting could happen.
Barnes outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Magic trail by 11. Westbrook with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
That one goes. Count it.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Launches a 3. But they get it back. A second chance effort. That shot off the mark. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's LeVert. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Payton, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Gary Payton II.
23 seconds left to play here in the first. On the wing, Barnes. And it's Orlando with the rebound. It's Westbrook with the drive. Yep, that one goes. Westbrook's got 6.
I think you've got to admire the court awareness of Russell Westbrook, because if you give him a window on the drive, he's going to take it for sure.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far.
My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Barnes kicks to Teague. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Miles Turner. Kevin Love comes in for Christian Wood. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Korkmaz. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And it's Gordon missing. And Love's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Lamb. It's deflected. One-on-one here. Throws it up high.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard. Jeff Teague unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Lamb up top, covered by Payton. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Teague drives in. Zeller trying to free himself up. Teague can't hit. The Magic trail by 6. And doors for Jeff Teague. He's not expected to be the scorer on this team that he once was.
And for Teague, to me, that is a blessing, as he is much better suited as a distributor of the basketball. He's got great vision. He cut down on his turnovers, and therefore his assist numbers increased.
Brooklyn leading by 6. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And Lamb kicks to Love. No good that time. Good D by Barnes. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
The Magic have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Lamb against Payton. Love at the elbow. Over Gordon. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Kevin Love.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. A couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Jones finds Lamb. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever. mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
I think now that he's become a perennial all-star, it's easy to forget. It wasn't until his 9th year in the league that Kyle Lowry made his first all-star game.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against two of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship. Boy, I have such great admiration for Kevin Love. We so often think these athletes are invincible. The reality is they're just like you and I. Kevin shared his bout with anxiety and panic attacks, and I believe by doing that, guys, he has helped countless people.
Lowry passes to Porzingis. Wallace with it. Vucevic defending. 16 feet away. And Love with the basket on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 assists tonight. The Magic trail by 9. And Commissioner Adam Silver said we're in an age of anxiety, and Doris expressed concern over the emotional well-being of the players.
Well, I think, Kevin, he pointed to social media, ironically, as isolating for players. They're always looking down at their phones. They're always wearing headphones. This generation, face-to-face connections, so crucial for a team and individual health.
Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one misses. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Westbrook. Back to Korkmaz. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's blocked, but he recovers it. Love right side. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play.
Boy, Kyle Lowry's defense paying dividends, gets the strip and the score for his guys.
The Magic trail by 14. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Turner. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Wood, he's checked in for Orlando. Karis LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. Here are the Magic now. And here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Fires top of the key. Brooklyn with the rebound. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Lopez is checked in. 23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Porzingis kicks to Love. For 3. Hits it from three-point range. Love's got a pair of triples in the second now for Brooklyn.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Here's Korkmaz. Offensive rebound. Westbrook. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
Well, watching Brook Lopez work on defense is a thing of beauty. This is one of the longest guys we have in the NBA.
And so it's Brooklyn. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. For Brooklyn, Kenny, what did you see from them?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And it's...
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 17-point game. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Durant, Gordon out there with Porzingis. Then there's Lowry. And it's Love in a shooting guard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And that sends Nikola Vucevic to the free throw line. It's on Porzingis. Orlando shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
We know this about Nikola Vucevic. He's a high percentage finisher. To me, the next steps, right? Improve your defense, be more consistent with range. And if he does that, he's golden.
And it's Gordon missing. Well, Orlando shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Westbrook with the bucket.
This guy's so skilled at navigating to the interior. And when Russell Westbrook is that close, he's going to score.
Here's Love. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Durant kicks to Porzingis. Gordon trying to break loose. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And this is why people believe Porzingis is a long-term star in the NBA. He can carry a team for long stretches.
The Magic trail by 16. Outside, Lamb. Inside. Love, no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And all-star ambitions for sure for Aaron Gordon. Shooting for all defense, too. Doris, how does he get there?
I think he has the ability, Kevin. He has improved as a scorer, particularly at the free throw line. And for a player with his burst, he should live at the free throw line. There is so much to like about Aaron Gordon's game.
Porzingis is double. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Love with the basket on the assist by Durant. 16 points for Love.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Westbrook. Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Westbrook against Lowry. Love outside. Lets it go from 14. The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Goes up at the stripe. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Westbrook, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Man, how high does Westbrook get up on these drives? The defense, no choice but to put him at the stripe.
And the Magic making a change here. Jones is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Cody Zeller's checked in for Porzingis. Barnes comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Teague in for Kyle Lowry. Teague dishes to Barnes. Offline with his 3. The Magic trail by 16. Here's Westbrook. Another miss by Orlando. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Love wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Well, Orlando shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. With the teardrop and the basket by Jones.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Here's Teague, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. No good from outside.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Teague against Jones. Teague, the pass to Zeller. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Jones with it. And now by Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. And I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Love draws the double. He feeds it to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Korkmaz. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Westbrook, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Love. Lays it up off the glass. Love's got 7 now in this quarter.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Barnes kicks to Lopez. His first shot coming late. That one, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Jones looking for an opening. pass to Korkmaz. The three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. High post Lopez. He's against Turner. Now LeVert. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Good on the three-point shot.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Off the run, Zeller grabs the board. Brooklyn leading by 18. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Pass to Korkmaz. Now Turner. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here's Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. The 15-footer, and that one released in time, but no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Brooklyn ahead. They storm through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
I ain't said anything before. I don't really give a...
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Wood, Jeremy Lamb out there with Russell Westbrook. And there's Miles Turner, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. And a wide open look for Lamb. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Lowry dishes to Durant. Over Lamb. He's off on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Up the floor. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Gav.
Lowry with the ball. Here's Porzingis. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Over to the left wing. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn leading by 10. And Durant, here we go. And then Durant with the dunk.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Orlando.
The Magic have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Westbrook. Oh, good on that one. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Lowry passes to Durant. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the right side. It's deflected. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Finney-Smith. Turner against Porzingis. Fades back. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Turner.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Lowry passes to Durant. LeVert from outside. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Well, at 6'7" Doris, Caris LeVert describing himself as a point/shooting guard.
Well, why not? Because his slashing ability, his blinding speed off the dribble is really what makes him problematic. His burst is special, and it doesn't matter if he's going left or right.
For the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Miles Turner, and it's Kevin Love in for Wood. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Gordon's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He got on them. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Durant. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Lamb with the ball. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lamb's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Magic.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The shot by KD. No good. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Orlando. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. He dishes it to Vucevic. Lamb trying to free himself up. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Vucevic. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And certainly not the most gifted NBA athlete, but Kevin Love Doris has transformed his body from the time he came into the NBA.
That had everything to do, Kevin, with dedication to diet and conditioning. You think about it, Kevin Love was at the forefront of using yoga and other core-focused training methods. That's part of the reason he's been able to hold his own inside, even as he's dropped weight.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Outside Lowry. Durant trying to break free. And Lowry gets it to go.
Well, it's almost a sure thing when Kyle Lowry decides to drive hard to the cup. What a tremendous finisher on the move.
Out to the wing. Westbrook drives in. Can't cash in from close range. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. They get it back. Gordon. To the inside. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. Here's Porzingis. Gordon trying to break loose. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Westbrook, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. There's the three. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. The Magic trail by 10. Tries from 16, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're in front by 8. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. .157 left to play in the final quarter. KD with it, now guarded by Vucevic. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Durant. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight. Well, Orlando shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Lowry against Westbrook, to the paint. Durant with the steal. 1:31 left in the game. Knocked away. Passes it to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. KD can't get it to go.
Well, I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Brooklyn leading by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Brooklyn.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Porzingis.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bell is checked in for Love. Carter comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Antonio Blakeney's checked in for Lamb. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Let's remember we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake. And 2019, Nikola Vucevic becomes a first-time All-Star. No doubt his best season, and what a timely one to have it in a contract year.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Brooklyn. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Payton passes to Simons. Lets it go from 14. The 3 from Barnes. Good work defensively by Carter.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.